What's up, ladies and gentlemen, any indie gamers out there? My name is Sai. Let me introduce myself really quick. I've written for many video game websites, from Game Skinny to Hat Attack, which is a Middle Eastern gaming website. I've also written for Examiner as my local game area expertise. I've gone to Full Sail University for game design. I did not complete it, but that's okay. I have 11 brothers and sisters. I am pretty much one of the only people in my family that have continued to play games massively, who have followed media that deals with gaming. I am a huge Nintendo fan. I cannot wait for the Nintendo Switch to come out in March. I know they're having a Nintendo Direct coming out in just a little bit. I think a couple days, as far as I know. But I wanted to start my own YouTube channel to support indie developers for PC gaming. And I figured, what's the best way to start out and doing Sanctum 2. This won't be a review, it's going to be like a little tips thing, a tip video of what to know when you start playing, or maybe little tricks that you may not have known. I am only level 25, I think max level is 40. The game does get extremely difficult. For those that don't know, Sanctum 2 is a tower defense game, but it's also first-person shooter. It is 4-player co-op online, and by far one of my most favorite tower defense games so far. I am so addicted to it, like it is unbelievably good. So let me start out. I'm just gonna jump into what the game calls endless mode, or survival for some people. Endless, survival, whatever. Just see how long can you survive. And that's what I'm going to do here. Survival. Friends only. Not many of my friends are on during the day, so that's fine. Just the way that is. And I like to do... Come on. There we go. Let's see. What level do I want to show it on? I guess we'll start with the first level of the game, excuse me. The park here. Alright. Just loading up. When you first load into everything, it's going to give you who would you like to be. I always go with assault rifle. Sky Autumn, her name is. And I like the Gatling laser, and I'll show you why, because it's part of my tips that I'm going to show off. And I normally keep the same towers in this one, but I'm going to switch out one of them here. A larger guy, and then healing of the wave, healing of the core. Okay, so you always start out with a certain number of empty blocks or towers that you can create. You have money, etc. The thing that you want to do is get the enemies to take a path around, the longest path that they can take through your towers, and you need to protect the core. So I'm not going to discuss what I normally do. I just want to show some tricks that I have learned, and hopefully if you don't know them already,
this is gonna get him.
It will help. So I will show you in just a second. There we go. Alright, so trick number 1, which I may not even be able to show you in this way. If you empty a whole entire round of weapon, let's just do it again. If you instantly... We're gonna try it one more time here. I'm so used to killing things and not reloading.
Seems to be all of them.
Alright, let's try this here. Yes, there's a reason I'm doing that. I'll tell you in just a second.
Killing off vermin. One tower at a time.
wave.
Come on.
Thing of weapons. Wow, I cannot speak today. I am so sorry. If you empty a whole clip of your gun and you switch to your next weapon, your secondary, and you do the same thing, and switch right away to your next one again, it's already reloaded for you. But before you, just remember before you switch
All clear
weapons,
for now.
make sure that your gun is starting to reload before you switch. And by the time you're empty out the other clip of your other gun, you can go right back and you're full, ready to go. So that is one tip that I have learned to make it a lot easier when I'm doing endless. I can go through the whole entire clip on my assault rifle, and then go right into my secondary weapon, empty that one, and be done. So, tip number 2, after each wave, if you hover over your tower, not only in the top left corner on the minimap can you see the range that the tower affects. If you look over the tower, you can see the damage that your tower does to speed, the range at which it has, the total damage it's done so far, and then the last wave's damage. Maybe some of you do not know that, but now that I've told you, you do. I do like to level up. Okay, I'll show you what I just did there. Got
Okay,
this wave
get
here.
ready.
This fun. This is like one of the greatest games in the world for me. I hate these little guys. These guys are so annoying. I'll blow people up with my secondary shot of my assault rifle. I mean, it's not the word. Okay.
Nice.
So after each wave, you get some resources to use. You can actually level up the tower by left-clicking, holding it down, and it'll increase the range. As you can see, it's increasing the range of my other towers in the vicinity. Or you can increase the damage of your guns. But like I said before, you look at it, it'll tell you how much damage it did the last wave alone, 9,574. Now for tip number 2. If you look here, these Gatling guns here, I always find that if you put a Gatling gun on a corner of a walkway that they are forced to walk around, it will do a lot more damage. If you put one right next to it and maybe do 1/3 of the damage, 2/3 of the damage to the one next to it, I wouldn't recommend putting 2 Gatling guns next to each other like this. I don't find it very useful at all. These are like first level guns that you get, so I'm still trying to find a better use for them later in the game. So that is another good thing to note. So just remember, you can upgrade stuff to its max. Oh, really? I need 1 left. 1 left. Okay, I'll show you what happens when you upgrade. Well, just know that every enemy has a weak spot, and these guys have a weak spot, like these big guys, right on their forehead, on their head there. If you hit that spot, you're going to do a heck of a lot more damage. I have one more tip to show you before I end this. These guys, their butts are their weak spots, and I'm going to shoot them right in their face. I'm doing a terrible job right now. See? Butts.
That seems to be all of them.
Okay, so when you upgrade, level 2 makes the gun larger. If you upgrade to 3, it says max. You can go past the max level, and you can, what they call, overcharge your gun. And I forgot what the third thing was that I was going to show you about this game. Maybe if I play one more wave, I will remember. Let's find out. There's something I was going to show
Here
you.
they come.
There you go. Oh, these guys are just so easy to kill. You just hit their heads.
Come on, come on.
That's it. Just hit their heads. This guy. There we go. Here we go. Well, there we go, little fella. Come on now. Okay, I remember. Alright, so when you also look at a gun, you got your main stats at the bottom that shows how much damage it's done. Okay? If you look at the button for F, it says, who am I targeting? When you do endless waves, there are going to be giant enemies. So if you press F, you can make that weapon target the closest one to it. You can make it target the one with the least health, which I like to do sometimes near the beginning. You can target the one with the most health, which I do at the end when they try and reach a core, just so it helps me out a lot more. Or default, it just attacks whoever it wants. This one doesn't really have a target because it's only boosting range. This one, same sort of thing here. So I'll change this to most health. I'll put this gun here. This gun's fun. This gun is huge. I can't wait for you guys to get this if you haven't already. It's the slowest attacking speed power that I have so far, but it does so much damage. There we go. Amazing. Die! Die, you thing. I'll shoot you in the butt. Touch the butt. Name that movie, can you? Done. Remember, this is 4-player. When you play with 4 people at the start, whoever is the first person to enter the map gets all the empty blocks. Just give me a heads up about that if you do. The benefit is to play different classes. There are snipers, shotguns, etc. So work together. Everyone can have different towers, which is another good thing about this game, is that when you're picking towers, everybody in the party is color-coded. So you can see who has what tower, who's doing what. Make sure you're talking to people. It's great. So I think that's pretty much it. An easy tips, how to level up your weapons, change its target, increase range. There's a ton of other weapons to look at. Your main goal is to create a maze that keeps them as long as possible to where they can't reach your core. Other than that, I thank you for watching. I will be doing another video of the downfalls of Sanctum 2, which I'm not going to go over right now. And I'm also going to start doing some videos of each stage on the best level design, which you do see part of it here. I am not going to finish it because that other area is very large, and I don't want to show you that yet. So in the meantime, again, my name is Sai. Thank you very much for following me. If you can, please subscribe. I will be changing my nickname on YouTube to Papa Sisler, which is my nickname where I work currently at my job at Bathfitter. So I hope you enjoyed this. If not, I'll try and do better next time. Have a good day. Goodbye.